Graph the linear equation y equals 3x minus 2. Okay, so we are given the equation, and in order to graph it, of course, we need to find some ordered pair solutions, right? Let's just do 3 in this case, okay? Now, we notice that here, the y is by itself, so that's actually pretty good, right? Y is equal to 3 times whatever x is minus 2, right? So here, all we need to do is just plug in values for x, right? So what do we mean? Well, let's try this, right? What if x is equal to 0? Okay, so if x is equal to 0, we can plug that in and determine the corresponding y value, right? Well, 3 times 0, that's just 0, right? So y is going to equal 0 minus 2, or y equals negative 2. Okay, so that is going to be one ordered pair solution. Let's try x equals negative 2, for example, right? So that means I'm going to plug in the negative 2 in for that x and then solve for y. Right here we get negative 6 minus 2, so y equals negative 8. Right, remember x is negative 2, y is negative 8, so we write that ordered pair like this. And then let's try y is equal to 3, for example, right? I'm just picking random values here. Right, so when we plug in, actually, sorry about that, we should plug in x equals 3, right? So we'll plug in x equals 3. So y is going to equal 3 times 3 minus 2. 3 times 3 is 9. So 9 minus 2 does give us 7, right? So what does that mean? When x is equal to 3, y is equal to 7. Okay, so these are three or the ordered pairs that we've essentially selected, right? I mean, we could have picked x equals 1. We could have picked x equals 10. I mean, we could have picked for y as well, okay? But it's always nice when the y is by itself. Okay, so let's go ahead and plot these, right? When x is 0, that means we're going to stay here. Y is negative 2, so we're going to go down 2 units. So there is that point. For the second point here, x is negative 2, which means we're going to go to the left 2 units. The y value is negative 8, which means we're going to go down 8 units here. And for this one, right, the x coordinate is positive 3, so we'll move to the right 3 units. The y coordinate is positive 7, so we're going to move up 7 units here. Okay? And we should see, right, that these points, okay, do lie on a line. And a line is always straight, so I don't need to say a straight line, right? But there we go. Remember, these are just 3 of the infinitely many solutions that we found, right? So every ordered pair, right? Think about that. Any point that we pick here is going to have some xy value, right? And the key thing to note here is that these are all solutions, right? They should work when we plug the x and y value back into the original problem.